Wolverine fans, we are Michigan Women's Hockey is live and on the air. We are live high atop Yost Ice Arena, where it is the Battle of the Wolverines, Episode 4, Michigan versus University of Michigan-Dearborn. So throughout the game, we'll call them the Ann Arbor squad and the Dearborn squad, just so it's a little bit easier, although I'm sure I'll accidentally say Wolverines a few times. Let's talk about how your University of Michigan Ann Arbor squad is doing. They're now 2-4-1 on the season, coming off of a big win. That was Thursday evening versus Concordia here at Yost Ice Arena. That was a 9-2 win. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Last time these two teams played together, it was a tie. That was over at the Arctic Edge of Canton. Final in overtime, 4-4. That was back on Friday, November 5th. We'll talk about that. And then University of Michigan-Dearborn won the first game between these two teams. University of Michigan, the Ann Arbor squad, won the second game. Then they tied the third game. So this would be the rubber match. Both teams looking to take the season series. This is the last time these two squads will play in the regular season. So Ann Arbor 2-4-1. If we take a look at your top scorers for Ann Arbor, it is Evans. She has 5 points, set on 3 goals and 2 assists. Katie German has 4 points, set on 2 goals and 2 assists. Anna Thomas has 4 assists for 4 points. Shorkey has 3 points, that on 3 goals. Rubin has 3 points on 2 goals and an assist. And Matthews has 3 points, that on 2 goals and assist. And Romelius has 3 points, that on 1 goal and 2 assists. 3 more players have 2 points. That's Simmer, Gargiulo, and interesting, Simmer listed twice there, but both Gargiulo and Simmer have 2 points, and then Christensen and Krohn both with a point. But the scoring is starting to come a little bit easier for the Ann Arbor squad, and a tough couple shutouts to start the season versus twice versus Adrian, once versus the University of Michigan-Dearborn squad. But again, over half this squad is new this season, so they're still finding their chemistry, and things are starting to click a lot more. Taking a look at that game on Thursday evening versus Concordia. In the first period, both teams scored a single goal. In the second period, Concordia had a goal. Then Michigan had 4 goals. And in the fourth, Michigan poured on 4 more goals. Shots on goal, Michigan had 53 and Concordia had 28. As far as penalties, both squads had a single penalty. Those were in the second. Taking a look at the first, it was Ruben starting off the scoring from Evans. That's Ruben's second goal on the season. Then Dodgson scored for Concordia, making it 1-1. The assists were to Hansen and Sheridan. So we ended the first period 1-1. Then beginning the second period, 16 seconds in, it was James scoring for Concordia from Smith. That's James' second goal of the season. By the way, Dodgson has 10 on the season. That was Mackenzie Smith. She has 5 points. Then, Mary Claire Shorkey scored her second goal of the season, that from Crone and Thomas. That tied it up at 2 apiece. Then Evans scored that at 2:58. That from Gargiulo. That's Evans' third of the season. Katie German scored twice in the second, once at 15:34 and once at 16:14. That was her first and second goals of the season, both assisted by Anna Thomas. Then in the third, the penalties in the second at 12:39, it was James going off for tripping, and then at 18:21, it was McCarthy for interference. In the third, Matthews scored her second of the season. Simmer on the assist. Christensen scored at 6:01. Matthews on the assist on that one. Gargiulo got her first goal unassisted at 12:01, and Shorkey got her third goal of the season, second goal of the game. Remelius on the assist, that was at 17:11. Goldman played between the pipes. That was her first start. She faced 28 shots on goal, saved 26 of them. Burks on the other side faced 53 shots on goal, saved 44 of those. So that is the last game for the Ann Arbor squad. Taking a look, who do we need to worry about most on the Dearborn squad? Who are their top point getters? Well, Spiegel has 3 points, that on 3 goals. Aguirres has 3 points, that on 2 goals and an assist. And Wah has 3 points, that on 2 goals and an assist. Several players have 2 points. Garbasic has 2 points on a goal and assist. Claire Murphy has 2 points on a goal and assist. Finlay has 2 assists for 2 points. Elizabeth Shaffron has 2 assists for 2 points. Then several others with 1. That would be McGuire and Vandenheuvel with a single point. Dearborn, University of Michigan-Dearborn is 1-3-1. Their lone win was their first game versus University of Michigan-Ann Arbor. That was a 3-0 win. And then the tie was the last game they played. Well, that's not true. They had a game yesterday versus Grand Valley State that was up at Griff's, but it was not. The stats weren't entered into the system, so I don't have the final or the tally for that. But the last game they have listed in the system was from that Friday game, the tie. Taking a look at that game, last time these two teams played against each other, it was a 4-4 tie. University of Michigan-Dearborn came out with 2 goals in the first. Michigan with a single goal in the first. 2 goals for University of Michigan-Dearborn in the second. Made it 4-1 going into the third. Then Ann Arbor scored 3 goals in the third to take it to overtime. 1 just as time expired. Nobody scored in overtime, making it 4-4. Started off with Spiegel's 4th goal of the season. That at 2:20 in the first. Collegiate on the assist. Then Aguirres scored at 5:11. McGuire and Welke on the assist. That was Aguirres' 3rd goal of the season. Then at 5:39, Evans got it within a point. That her 2nd goal of the season, assist to Katie German. 1 penalty that in that period was from McGuire. Then it was Spiegel scoring twice in the second. Shorkey scored in the third, followed by Simmer and Rubin to tie things up. Now, for your starting lineups, Claire Murphy starting for Dearborn. Aguirres starting. as well as McGuire starting at forward. Finlay starting on defense, as well as Martin, the other starting blue liner. And between the pipes, it has been the goalie we've seen on the 3 other games. That is Hahn, who has played very, very well between the pipes. And now for your starters for the Ann Arbor squad. Proctor starting, skating out to the blue line. Thomas getting the starting nod at forward. Shorkey, the starting center for the Wolverines. On defense, McCarthy, one of the starting blue liners for the Wolverines. And Annabelle Levinson, the other starting blue liner. And between the pipes, it is Goldman between the pipes. She started the game versus Concordia as well. I do not see upon it here. Your head coach is Soroya for Dearborn. Here's the national anthem. The Dearborn coaching staff is Kerry Sorolla, Rob Cuppet, and Ken McMullen. Over on the Michigan side, head coaches Jenna Trebbiano, assistant coaches Ned Glisson and Kerry Inman, and goaltending coach Terry Leskowski. So we're getting ready to go here at Yost Ice Arena. Michigan gathered around Goldman on the net to our right. Ann Arbor going from left to right in this opening period. Ann Arbor in their home white jerseys with that dark blue and maize trim around the elbows and around the bottom of the tops. The numbers in blue on the back and on the shoulders. And the dark pants. Dearborn in their dark jerseys, dark tops, dark pants. Names and numbers in maize on the back and a big block M on the front. "20 minutes up on the board. One win for each squad, one tie for each squad. Now we have the rubber match. McGuire in to take the face off. Claire Murphy to her right. Aguirre to her left. Finlay and Martin back behind. Here comes Ann Arbor. Proctor heads over to the right wing. Shorkey to take the face off. Thomas to her left, and that's Levinson and McCarthy back behind. McCarthy takes it around blue line, fires it over and along the far boards. Levinson sends it ahead. Thomas trying to knock it away. That comes into the zone. McGuire has it on the far circle. Centering attempt to Aguirre. That covered up by Goldman. Good pass right out in front, but the puck wouldn't settle down. And that gave Goldman a chance to get her glove on it. Face-off will be to Goldman's right in the near face-off circle. McGuire in there for Dearborn. For Ann Arbor, that is Simmer. That puck comes back, top of the near circle, over to Finlay at the near point. Outside the near circle, Aguirre has it. Send it right back behind the Michigan goal. Claire Murphy trying to send it out in front. That puck loose. Back behind the Ann Arbor goal. Now Aguirre chips it. That's stolen away. Gargiulo has it over on blue line. Gargiulo over center ice. Gargiulo gains the Dearborn zone. She goes right back in front. There's a shot that Hahn takes. Here comes McGuire the other direction. McGuire sends it over on blue line. Coming ahead, Claire Murphy gets it into the Ann Arbor zone. Trying to pull it away is Gargiulo has it in along the near boards. And picked up, sent into the neutral zone. Grabbing it is Garbasic. Garbasic bounces it off the near boards, sends it deep into the Ann Arbor zone. Picked up by Bryce. Bryce back behind her own net. Bryce sends it along the far boards. That held in at the far point, knocked deep into the near corner, as that was held in by Faquar. Loose on the near circle. Here comes Ann Arbor. Katie German sends ahead for Simmer. Simmer sends it deep into the Dearborn zone. That right back behind Hahn. Remelius trying to get to it. That into the far corner. Wilshire sends it, held in at the far point. Shot from forehand there. Remelius backhands it right out in front. That went off of escape. Picked up coming the other direction is Collegian. Collegian fires it deep into the Ann Arbor zone. That will be icing. And head back all the way into the Dearborn zone. 18-11 left to go here in the first. 0-0 is our score. Face-off looks to be in the far face-off circle. That to Hahn's right. Shorkey in to take the face-off. Spiegel on the other side. Wilshire trying to get it out of the zone. Held in by Shorkey. She puts it into the far corner. Thomas has that knocked away by Spiegel. Spiegel ricochets it off the far boards. Held in at the far point. That deflects right back behind the Dearborn goal into the near corner it goes. Trying to dig it out of the zone. Garbasic sends it ahead. Coming down Collegian over center ice. Collegian gains the Ann Arbor zone. That's steered by Goldman into the near corner. Picked up. Head in the other direction. Freeman ricochets it off the near board. That's sent right back in by Al Nassor. That will be icing and head back into the Dearborn zone. 17:36 left to go here in the first, live from Yost Ice Arena. Battle of the Wolverines, Ann Arbor versus Dearborn. Rubin in to take the face-off for Ann Arbor. Waugh on the other side. That puck outside the near circle. Held in at the near point. McCarthy with the shot. That goes into the far corner. Shaw battling along the far boards. Aaron Murphy over there as well. That tipped by McCarthy. Rubin comes out in front. Rubin with the shot. That off the side of the net into the near corner. Rubin has it outside the near circle. Centering attempt. It goes all the way through. Evans picks it up and along the end boards. Evans right back behind the goal. Wraparound attempt. Still knocking at it. Hahn got a piece of it. Hahn went down on her side. Excellent wraparound attempt by Evans. Hahn did a good job to flow from one side to the other. Keep that from going in. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. 0-0 is our score. 17:08 left to go in the first. Matthews in to take the face-off versus McGuire. That goes into the near corner. Picked up by Martin back behind her own goal. Knocked down by Christensen in the far corner of the Dearborn zone. Christensen trying to dig it off the wall. That goes back to Levinson at the far point. In on the near circle. There's a shot by Christensen. That goes wide. Outside the near circle. McCarthy trying to hold it in. Now McGuire sends it down into the Michigan zone. Picked up by Claire Murphy. Shot just went wide into the near corner of the Michigan zone. Aguirre has it outside of that near circle. Now McGuire, top of the near circle. Saved by Goldman. And now they tip it in. Goldman went down to get it. The puck loose out in front. And fired in. I believe that is Claire Murphy who put that in for the 1-0 lead by University of Michigan-Dearborn. That is in the first at 16:31. We will see exactly who gets that goal and the assist. Puck right at center ice. Spiegel had it. Now that brought by Bryce. Bryce pinned against the boards right in front of the Dearborn bench. Sends it back to Katie German. Katie German comes over on the near side. Backhands it ahead. Trying to get ahead to Proctor. That slips deep into the Dearborn zone. Picked up back behind the goal, rimmed all the way around the boards. Bryce trying to hold it in at the far point, slips back into the neutral zone. Collegian fires it deep into the Ann Arbor zone. Katie German has it back behind her own goal. She ricochets it off the end boards and along the near boards. Here comes Proctor through the neutral zone. That picked up by Katie German outside the near circle. Katie German, shot, rising shot. That just goes high as the net comes off of its moorings as Katie German trying to cross the crease. Murphy on the goal. McGuire on the assist. 1-0. Dearborn with the lead over Ann Arbor here at Yost Ice Arena. 15:51 left to go in the first. Hahn gets her mask back on. The net put back on its mooring. Rubin in to take the face-off. Spiegel on the other side. That in the near face-off circle to Hahn's left. That puck in along the near boards. There's a shot by Gargiulo. Coming back on the other side. Evans trying to put it in. Evans scores! Ann Arbor ties it up. As a score by 14, this time from the Ann Arbor squad. That was at 15:44. So 47 seconds difference, and Ann Arbor ties it up. We'll see if there's an assist. Looks like that was unassisted. Rubin in to take the face-off. On the other side, Waugh for Dearborn. That puck comes back. Gargiulo has it. Gargiulo over center ice. Gargiulo, high slot, moves it over on the far side. There's a shot by Evans. Hahn drives it wide. Held in at the near point by Freeman. Freeman in along the near boards. Waugh has it pinned against the boards. Vandenheuvel in there trying to peel that away as well. Freeman moves it along the boards outside the near circle. That picked up, backhanded by Farquhar. And that goes into the scoring bench. Now come back into the Dearborn zone. 15:17 left to go. 1-1 is our score here in the first. Matthews in to take the face-off versus Waugh. That puck outside the near circle trying to get to it. Simmer pulled away. Now McCarthy fires it deep from the near point. There's a shot by Matthews, covered up by Hahn. Matthews had it in the high slot, just to the far side of the high slot, fired it in. Good scoring opportunity. 15:06 left to go here in the first. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Matthews stays in to take the face-off. McGuire on the Dearborn side. That puck drop, grabbed by Martin in the far corner. Martin lifts it all the way back into the neutral zone. Levinson chasing it. It's a foot race. Claire Murphy trying to get to it first. Levinson trying to get to it. Claire Murphy has it back behind the Ann Arbor goal. That's swept in along the near boards, held in at the near point, sent deep by Elizabeth Chaffron into the near corner. McGuire outside the near circle. McGuire backhands it right through the slot. That comes in along the far boards. Chipped as Remelius tries to get it out of the zone. Remelius outside the far circle. Ricochets it off the end boards. Now it comes over to the near side. Aguirre has it. Battle for it in along the end boards. Matthews trying to peel it away. Claire Murphy with it there. Now Aguirre comes underneath the far circle. Grabbed. Elizabeth Chaffron tries to fire that in. That cleared away by the Ann Arbor defense. Shot from the far point. That deflects back behind. McGuire picks it up. Sends it over. Shot and a score. Well, it's all number 14 scoring so far as Claire Murphy got it right out in front. And Michigan-Dearborn answers back. That makes it 2-1. Dearborn over Ann Arbor. As that goal was at 14-13. We'll see if there was an assist on it. But that is Murphy's second goal of the, Claire Murphy's second goal of the game. Garbasic had it, battle for right at center ice. Shorkey tips it in along the near boards. Proctor gains the zone. Proctor, top of the near circle, has that picked away. As Farquhar has it, and sent ahead for Spiegel, who fires it deep into the Ann Arbor zone. Goes back behind Goldman into the far corner. And trying to get it out of harm's way. Bryce sends it ahead. Here comes Thomas. Thomas feeds it to Proctor. Shorkey has it. McGuire picks up the assist. So same pairing of the first goal. Claire Murphy on the goal. McGuire on the assist. Second time that's happened here in the first period. Rubin sends it back. Here comes Katie German over center ice. Katie German ridden off the puck by Spiegel. Trying to come in is Rubin. Rubin feeds over on the far side to Evans. That puck loose, top of the near circle. Now that fired all the way back. Freeman has it in the neutral zone, coming down the near boards. She bounces that off of the near boards. Picked up. Farquhar has it, trying to get it out of the zone. Held in by Freeman. She puts it into the far corner of the Dearborn zone. Wilshire trying to get it out of the zone. Now Collegian feeds it all the way back to the Michigan blue line, picked up by Freeman as she fires it deep into the Dearborn zone. Ann Arbor going for a line change. That puck outside the far circle of the Dearborn zone. Gargilo trying to get it. Backhanded. Here comes the other direction. Vanden Heuvel sends it into the Ann Arbor zone. That went off of his skate all the way back to the big block M at center ice. Martin fires it ahead to Vanden Heuvel, who fires it deep into the Ann Arbor zone. That slips into the near corner. Freeman trying to backhand it along the boards, get it out of the zone. Comes right back to her as that puck sits underneath the near circle. Forehand trying to get to it. Aaron Murphy sends it out in front. Wow, with a shot. Couldn't get everything into it as Freeman got her stick in the way. Here comes Christensen over center ice. Christensen gains the Dearborn zone. She fires that back, right back behind the Dearborn goal. Simmer has it back there. Christensen picks it up, fires it. That picked up by Aaron Murphy on the far circle, trying to get it out of her zone. Matthews holds it in. Now there's a shot by Christensen, that deflected by Martin out in front. Martin picks it up in along the end boards and rims it all the way out to the far corner. Held in by Levinson. Matthews right back behind the Dearborn goal. 11:43 left to go here in the first. 2-1, Dearborn with the lead over Ann Arbor as the puck in the near corner of the Dearborn zone. McCarthy holds up at the near point. McCarthy gets it back, takes a shot. That knocked down by Martin out in front. Matthews in the far corner of the Dearborn zone. Matthews outside the far circle, centering attempt, that pulled away by Waugh. Waugh feeds it over to Vanden Heuvel, who gains the zone. Vanden Heuvel on the near circle of the Ann Arbor zone. Pulled away by Gargiulo. Puck, top of the near circle, fed to Proctor. Proctor over her own blue line. Big collision between Proctor and McGuire. That puck comes back into the Ann Arbor zone. Coming over with it, trying to feed it over to Claire Murphy as McGuire. McGuire puts it top of the near circle. That shot was deflected into the near corner of the Ann Arbor zone. McGuire has it. 2 assists for McGuire so far in this game. Puts it right back behind the Ann Arbor goal, and now that lifted all the way back deep into the Dearborn end. That should be icing, and it is. That'll head back into the Ann Arbor zone. 10:42 left to go here in this, the first period. 2-1, Dearborn with the lead as the Ann Arbor squad trying to make it a clean sweep at Yost Ice Arena. They won on Thursday versus Concordia. The men's team won twice, although it wasn't here. It was actually at Penn State. It's that puck loose on the near circle as McGuire lost her stick. And puck slips back into the neutral zone. Elizabeth Shaffron trying to fire it into the Ann Arbor zone. Proctor picks it up, knocked away by Aguirres. Aguirres outside the near circle. Aguirres trying to skate in, and knocked away by McCarthy. The puck in along the far board. Shorkey trying to set it up. That got caught in McGuire's skates. As Claire Murphy shot backhanded out in front. Oh, that deflects. Goldman got a piece of it. There's a shot by Aguirres. The puck sitting in the crease. Now there's a whistle covered up by Goldman. Good pressure by University of Michigan-Dearborn. Goldman able to get a glove on it. as she's getting some love from the Ann Arbor squad. They'll come outside of the Ann Arbor zone in the near face-off circle. Rubin in to take the face-off. Spiegel on the other side for Dearborn. Comes all the way back to Bryce. Bryce sends it along the far boards for Evans. Evans gains the Dearborn zone. Now that knocked away. Dearborn picks it up at their own blue line. Collegiate moves it back deep. That fired all the way across ice. Picked up. Arbasic had it. Now Rubin sends it in. That rifled the other direction. Collegiate right at her blue line. Collegiate spinning with it. Over the big block, Collegian into the Ann Arbor zone on the near circle. Collegian backhand shot. Goldman with the save. Katie German into the near corner of her own zone. Sends ahead for Gargiulo. Gargiulo backhands it off of the near boards. That going deep into the Dearborn zone. Evans has it in the near corner. Evans feeds it on the near circle to Gargiulo. That knocked away as Farquhar had it. Poked it away, coming in. Evans trying to peel that away, as well as Garbasic on the near boards. And lifted right back behind Hahn into the far corner. Wilshire has it into the far corner. Trying to hold it in is Bryce. That pops into the neutral zone. As Rubin trying to pick it up. Now Gargiulo has it. Feeds it back to Katie German in her own zone. Katie German over her own blue line. Ricochets it off the near boards. Trying to feed that ahead. Now Remelius into the far corner, battling with Martin. Remelius loses an edge. Simmer comes in to try and knock that free. Puck wouldn't settle down for Vanden Heuvel. Ann Arbor has it coming in along the near boards. Forehand sends it deep into the near corner. Martin sends it for a ride around the boards, picking up Vanden Heuvel outside the far circle. Now Waugh coming in to try and peel it off the board. Shaw in there as well. The puck outside the far circle. Shaw spinning with it. Matthews trying to cause issues for Shaw. Matthews trying to get it out in front. That puck into the far corner. Waugh knocks it the other direction. Vanden Heuvel with it. Remelius pins that puck against the boards. Forehand comes in to try and separate it. Simmer in there as well. That puck comes free. Anna Schafrin has it over center ice. Anna Schafrin coming down the near boards has that poked away. Good job by Freeman to separate that puck. Now it comes all the way outside the far circle. Claire Murphy into the far corner of the Ann Arbor zone. She has both goals for the Dearborn squad. Here comes Simmer. Sends it over center ice. Collected and sent the other way by Finlay. McGuire gains his own. McGuire, top of the near circle. Shot! Good pad save by Goldman. That comes free and gotten out of harm's way by Shorkey. Well, Thomas and Shorkey, excellent job. Oh, that centering pass went right through the crease. Thomas trying to get it out of the zone. Now that poked out of the zone by Shorkey. Comes loose right at center ice. Aguirre sends it the other direction. Here comes Claire Murphy. Claire Murphy backhanding it. That goes through the slot, picked up by Thomas along the bar boards, but rifled right back in by McGuire. Freeman has it back behind her own goal. Trying to get it to Thomas, and along the far boards comes loose. Aguirre has it on the far circle. Shot and a good save by Goldman. Finlay at the near point. Finlay fires it high slot for Elizabeth Schafrin. That doesn't get through the traffic. Aguirre has it in the far corner. Freeman trying to separate her from the puck. Aguirre sends it back to the far point. Elizabeth Schafrin with a long shot. That knocked down out in front by forehand. She's separated from the puck. Now Thomas gets it over the blue line. That puck comes in. McGuire has it now top of the near circle. Good block shot by Freeman. Elizabeth Schafrin keeps it in, and McGuire with the shot from top of the far circle. Good save by Goldman. Aguirre sets it up for Elizabeth Schafrin. That went off of Proctor's skates and now comes back into the neutral zone. The puck slips back to the Dearborn blue line. Finlay sending it ahead for Spiegel, who tips it. Now backhanded, trying to get it into the neutral zone, but Collegian pins it against the boards. Rubin trying to peel it out. That in along the near boards of the Ann Arbor zone. The puck slips back into the near corner. Forehand has it there. Forehand sending it ahead. Held in by Farquhar. Now here comes Evans the other directions. Evans coming down the near boards over center ice. Evans top in the air circle. Drop pass for Rubin. That shot just went wide. Evans chases it into the near corner. And puck comes all the way back out into the neutral zone. Levinson has it along the far board. Sends it ahead for Evans. Knocked away by Wilshire, not allowing Ann Arbor to get into the zone. Now Gargilo had it. That knocked away. Collegian has it in along the near boards. Sends it back into the Dearborn zone for the defense. As Farquhar sends it back deep into the near corner. And chased into the near corner of the Ann Arbor zone. Gargilo trying to get to it. Now Rubin. Collegian puts it right out in front. Stolen away by Levinson. Levinson trying to get to Simmer. That knocked down by Vandenheuvel, but going back deep into the Dearborn zone. Martin has it outside the far circle. Now that fired all the way back deep into the Ann Arbor zone. Goldman has to steer it away, so no icing. That puck outside the near circle. Bryce had it. Bryce loses an edge. Simmer trying to poke that out of the zone, held in by Shaw. Now Bryce has it back behind her own goal. Outside the far circle, Christensen moves it right back. That puck comes outside the near circle. Simmer with it. Now stolen away by Aaron Murphy. Aaron Murphy trying to put it out in front. That deflects. Still trying to find it. The puck loose. Now it comes free. Simmer has it on the near circle. That's sent all the way down into the Dearborn zone. Christensen and Martin in a foot race. Martin steers it into the far corner. Good defensive play. Picked up. Simmer knocks it, but that collected. Vandenheuvel sends it ahead. Katie German grabs it at her own blue line. Comes along the near boards. Katie German ricochets it. Shaw picks it up on the near circle of the Dearborn zone. 3:49 left to go here in the first period. 2-1. Dearborn with the lead over Ann Arbor. Aguirre has it deep in the Ann Arbor zone. That right back behind the Ann Arbor goal. Aguirre has Freeman trying to knock that away. Sets it up. There's a shot by McGuire, and she scores. Aguirre fired it top of the near circle where McGuire was waiting. And now that makes it 3-0 Dearborn. At 3:32. That puck comes back on the Ann Arbor goal. Sent along the near boards, held in at the near point by Elizabeth Shaffron. Sends it deep. McGuire with a shot. McGuire has 2 assists and a goal. As the puck loose out in front, pulled away by Thomas. Thomas feeds it ahead to Proctor. Proctor over center ice. Proctor has it poked away right at the Dearborn blue line. Here comes Aguirre, who had an assist on the last goal, ahead to Claire Murphy. Claire Murphy outside the far circle. Levinson knocks that away. Thomas trying to get to it. That poked ahead. Claire Murphy with the shot that went off of Levinson's skate. Levinson right back behind her own goal and along the near boards. Sent ahead for Proctor. Proctor trying to make a move. Elizabeth Shaffron holding it in, and now that knocked back into the neutral zone. Collected at their own blue line. Finlay sends it ahead for Garbasic. Garbasic sends it to Collegian. Collegian gains his own, top of the near circle. That knocked away. Garbasic with the shot. Proctor backhands it as that slips back into the neutral zone. Finlay to set it up. Farquhar has it at her own blue line. Ricochets it off the near boards ahead for Spiegel. Spiegel has it poke checked away. Excellent job by forehand. Sending it ahead. Here comes Evans, who gains his own. Evans with the shot. That went off of a pair of skates. Loose puck. Outside the far circle, Evans and Spiegel trying to get to it. Now Garbasic sends it into the neutral zone. Coming the other direction. That's sent deep by Collegian, steered by Goldman. Just a little wide, picked up. Here comes Levinson down the near boards. Levinson over her own blue line, comes over center ice. Levinson fires it deep before she goes for a line change. The puck outside the near circle. Gathered in, heading the other direction is Annie Shaffron. Annie Shaffron gains his own right at the near point. Knocked down by Gargiulo. Gargiulo heading down the near boards, gets it into the Dearborn zone. Gargiulo along the near boards, sends that into the near corner. It slips right back behind the Dearborn goal. Battle for it back behind. Romelli is trying to get to it. Now Katie German sends it back into the near corner. Spinning with it, Wah deflects it off the near boards over to Annie Shaffron. Held in by Katie German. Simmer puts it into the high slot. That pulled away. Trying to get to it was Matthews. Now Wah has it in along the far boards. Wah, cross ice pass. That knocked off of the near board. Simmer brings it right back in the Dearborn zone. 1 minute, 2 seconds left to go in the first shot. And Hahn with the save. 3-1, Dearborn with the lead. As they scored first, Michigan tied it up, and now it's been 2 goals in a row by Dearborn to give them the 2-goal lead. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That is going to be to Hahn's left. Shorkey in to take the face-off. Proctor to her left. McGuire on the other side. The puck gathered. Here comes Dearborn with it. Aguirres has it over center ice along the near boards. Katie German trying to knock that away. Proctor gets it going the other direction. Proctor over center ice, trying to get around Martin. Proctor on the near circle, shot. Good pad save by Hahn. Shaw trying to go the other direction. Shaw slips it back into the neutral zone. Katie German waits for the Ann Arbor squad to touch up. Now that shot just went wide. Katie German outside the far circle. Drops it back to the far point. Shot there, that by forehand. Deflected, trying to hold it in was Katie German. That slips into the neutral zone as she battles Claire Murphy along the near boards. Thomas puts it in, that collected, and Martin sends it the other direction. Elizabeth Shaffron down the far boards. Aguirres has it top of the far circle of the Ann Arbor zone. Slips back into the neutral zone, now fired back behind the Ann Arbor goal. Katie German outside the nearest circle, and that will be the end of the first. At the end of one, it is University of Michigan-Dearborn 3, University of Michigan Ann Arbor 1. Let's take a look at our scoring. At 16:31, it was a Dearborn goal as Claire Murphy scored. The assist was to McGuire. Then, 47 seconds later at 15:44, Michigan Ann Arbor answered back as that was Evans scoring unassisted. Then at 14:13, it was a Dearborn goal, as again, it was Claire Murphy scoring again, McGuire setting her up. Then at 3:32, it was McGuire scoring from Aguirres to give Dearborn the 2-goal cushion. Well, let's take a moment, play a little bit of the victors, then we'll be back with your ACHA scoreboard report for the first intermission. You are watching Michigan Women's Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting. Here at Yost Ice Arena, it is the first intermission, and University of Michigan-Dearborn has the 3-1 lead over your Ann Arbor squad. Now it's time for your ACHA scoreboard. Since we haven't done a scoreboard report since the game last Friday, let's take a look. It was University of Massachusetts Amherst back on Saturday, November 6th, beating Penn State 1-0. It was Aquinas taking out Central Michigan 5-0. Grand Canyon University shut out Air Force Academy 14-0. Concordia beat Michigan State 3-0. That was at the Arctic Coliseum on Saturday, November 6th. It was Lindenwood University shutting out McKendree 1-0. Midland University beat University of Colorado 4-0. It was Arizona State University 16, the Air Force Academy nothing. Liberty beat Adrian, doubling them up 4-2. And then it was Adrian playing two games apparently. Oh, this now starts Sunday, November 7th, the second of a two-game series. Liberty edged out Adrian College this time by a single goal, 5-4. Midland shut out University of Colorado 7-0. It was Michigan State doubling up Aquinas 4-2. Lindenwood University beat Marysville 3-1. On Thursday, the only game was that game, Michigan versus Concordia, where Michigan won 9-2. Games that happened yesterday, it was Utah beating Colorado 3-2. Miami beat Aquinas 3-1. Again, we don't know the score of this Dearborn squad versus Grand Valley. That happened yesterday. Adrian beat Rhode Island 4-1. No score reported in the Indiana Tech Davenport game. Or Massachusetts at Liberty. It was Lindenwood beating Grand Canyon University 3-1. And no score. I guess that's, for today. As of the first intermission at Arrington Ice Arena, it was 0-0 Adrian versus Rhode Island. Now that is your ACHA scoreboard report. Now let's have a little bit more of the Michigan Marching Band. You can't have one without the other. We played Temptation. Now, how about the Hawaiian War Chant? it is 3-1. University of Michigan-Dearborn over University of Michigan-Ann Arbor here at Yost Ice Arena as the officials get the nets put back on the mooring. Taking a look at some other action happening on Saturday. Let's look at a little Big Ten football scores as University of Michigan again tried to give me heart palpitations as I was listening to the game driving back from Champaign-Urbana this afternoon. They beat Penn State 21-17. Other finals, it was Rutgers beating Indiana 38-3. Indiana having a very, very different season than they had last year. And Wisconsin put it on Northwestern 35-7. At halftime, Ohio State showing no weakness against Purdue 45-17. It's Iowa with 12:03 left to go in the third. Number 20, Iowa, is trailing Minnesota 13-10. It's Michigan State, number 7, versus Maryland. Michigan State has the 27-14 lead. That with 56 seconds left to go in the second. Taking a look at other top 25 scores as we're waiting for both squads now have come out. Georgia at halftime over Tennessee 24-10. It's University of Texas San Antonio behind Southern Miss 17-10. Finals from earlier as Baylor beat Oklahoma, number 13, beating number 8. Mississippi State beat number 17, Auburn. That was 43-34. Alabama put it on New Mexico State, 59-3. And it was Utah beating Arizona 38-17. Here at Yost Ice Arena, it is 3-1. Dearborn with the lead over your Ann Arbor squad. Again, these two teams have split a win apiece and tied last time they played. As Goldman skates down to the crease to our right, Hahn will skate down to our left. Ann Arbor going from right to left in the second period. McGuire in to take the face-off. Aguirre to her left. Claire Murphy to her right. That first team responsible for all 3 goals for Dearborn. Shorkey on the other side take the face-off. Thomas to her left. As that comes back, Proctor was to the right. The puck in along the near boards. Martin has it at her own blue line. McGuire trying to feed ahead. Shorkey trying to get it into the zone. Thomas chases it in along the near boards. Thomas and Martin have it pinned against the near boards. Now Proctor holding it in. Now Thomas feeds it over to Shorkey. She has that poked away. Levinson picks it up, feeds it to Thomas outside the near circle. Centering attempt. Proctor just couldn't get to it. Aguirre has it in along the far boards. Shorkey trying to keep it into the Dearborn zone. Shorkey has it. Now that's fired by Finlay all the way out into the neutral zone. Levinson has that at her own blue line, sends it to the Dearborn blue line. Martin sends it the other way. Now McGuire gains the Ann Arbor zone. That puck stopped right on the near circle. Levinson trying to get to it. Now Shorkey trying to poke that away. That puck comes in. Claire Murphy with the rising shot. That just goes high. McGuire into the far corner. Puts it back at the far point. Finlay puts it to the near point to Martin. Martin's shot. That knocked down by Shorkey into the near corner. Martin keeping it in at the near point. High slot for Aguirre with the shot. That's a stick save by Goldman into the far corner. Claire Murphy with another shot that goes wide. Outside the near circle, Martin picks it up. Martin, that went off of Levinson's skate. Levinson chips it in along the near boards, trying to get it out of the zone. Martin holds it in and puts it into the far corner. McCarthy has it there. McCarthy whips it out into the neutral zone. Finlay gathers it in right at center ice, sends a cross-ice pass over to Martin, who fires it deep into the Ann Arbor zone. The puck into the far corner. Garbasic feeds Spiegel. Spiegel into the near corner. Spiegel sends it back to Garbasic out in front, trying to knock it down. That puck loose and along the near boards. Evans with it. Evans puts it all the way back into the Dearborn zone. Wilshire picks it up, top of the far circle. Wilshire sends it over to Garbasic. That pulled away by Evans at her own blue line. Evans moves it back. That to Bryce. Bryce on the far circle. Banks it off the near board for Rubin. That pulled away by Garbasic, who sends it ahead. Farquhar Sends it deep into the Ann Arbor zone. That goes right back behind the Ann Arbor goal. Picked up by Bryce, who goes from the far side to the near side. That knocked away. Spiegel had it. Puck loose. Evans feeds it ahead for Gargiulo. Gargiulo. Again, the puck kind of right after the ice has resurfaced. It's kind of sticking in a couple places, even though it doesn't look like they missed a spot. Grabbed. Fed by Bryce right to center ice, bringing it in. Gargiulo has it, top of the near circle. Gargiulo outside the near circle now, spinning. Puts it back to the near point for Bryce. Bryce with the shot. That covered up by Hahn. Matthews right on the doorstep, hoping for a rebound. Hahn would not oblige her. It's 3-1. Dearborn with the lead over Ann Arbor, 17:08 left to go. We appreciate all you folks watching, no matter which Wolverine team you cheer for. Thank you for supporting these two wonderful squads. It's great to see some amazing, wonderful hockey teams in this area getting a chance to play. That puck into the far corner of the Ann Arbor zone, trying to peel that away. Back behind is Waugh, back behind the Ann Arbor goal. Waugh comes into the far corner. Christensen chasing her. Comes back to Aaron Murphy, trying to get it out of the Dearborn zone, but that ricochets outside the far circle. Matthews picks it up. Matthews has it knocked away. Now Vandenheuvel trying to get out of the zone, held in by Freeman, bouncing puck in the slot. And driven outside the near circle. Simmer trying to hold it in. Waugh sends a cross-ice pass back into the neutral zone. Vandenheuvel ricochets it into the Ann Arbor zone. Katie German has it there, fires it in along the near boards. Gathered in by Shaw at her own blue line, who fires it the other direction. Picked up by Freeman. Freeman feeds it to Simmer. That went off of the linesman's skate. Slips right back behind the Dearborn goal. Vandenheuvel trying to knock it the other direction. Now Matthews comes in. Shaw in along the end line. Christensen trying to pick it up and get it out in front. That puck just on the near side of the goal. Katie German has it top of the near circle, sends it back into the far corner. Spinning with it, Christensen trying to fire it out in front. That's stolen away by Waugh, heading the other direction. Waugh, cross-ice pass. Banks off the far boards, goes deep into the Ann Arbor zone. Icing waved off. Forehand has it underneath the near circle. Sends it ahead to Thomas. That puck into the neutral zone. McGuire trying to bring it in. Katie German trying to knock it away from McGuire. That puck through the slot. Picked up. Here comes Proctor over her own blue line. Proctor over center ice. Gains his own. Proctor top of the far circle. There's a shot covered up by Hahn. 15:24 left to go here in the second period. Dearborn 3, Ann Arbor 1, face-off in the Dearborn zone. Dearborn scored first, Ann Arbor answered back, then two scores in a row by Dearborn has us set where we're at. That puck outside the far circle. Finlay trying to get it out of the zone. McCarthy holds it in. Now Rubin, top of the far circle, feeds it over to Evans, and Martin gets her stick in the way. Take all the power away from Evans' shot. Levinson has it at the near point. Levinson's shot. That got knocked down out in front. Rubin trying to fire it out. Hahn got a piece of it. Rubin into the far corner. Leaves it back for Gargiulo. Gargiulo back behind the Dearborn goal. Gargiulo comes from the near side to the far side. Puts it on the far circle. Rubin trying to get to it. Bouncing puck. Gargiulo outside the far circle. McGuire trying to steal it away from her. Puck into the far corner. Rubin ridden off the puck. McGuire sends it for a ride around the boards. Grabbing it. Here comes Claire Murphy the other direction. She pokes it deep into the Ann Arbor zone. Right back behind Goldman. The puck outside the far circle. Gargiulo trying to separate it. Spiegel into the far corner. Spiegel goes back behind the Ann Arbor goal. From the far side to the near side. Sends it back to Farquhar. At the near point. That covered up. Knocked by Evans as Evans blocked that shot. Spiegel gets it back. And Farquhar is down, injured she took a shot, and I'm not sure if that bounced off of Evans' skates and came back up and knocked into her, but she looks like she's okay. She skates off, which we're very happy about. You don't want to see any of these folks injured. Katie German was helping the trainer come out now. Helps the Dearborn trainer get right back to the bench as Farquhar seems to be all right. 14:14 left to go here in the second. 3-1, Dearborn with the lead over Ann Arbor. That Puck will come outside of the Ann Arbor zone in the far face-off circle. Spiegel in to take the face-off. Matthews on the other side for Ann Arbor. Simmer to Matthews' right. That puck, top of the near circle. Katie German has it over on blue line. Katie German over center ice, coming down the near boards. Katie German, top of the near circle, takes it. Centering out in front. Hahn got a piece of it. There's another shot by Katie German. Hahn able to cover it up. Katie German got a great first shot, then went back behind the goal looking for the rebound, came out to the far side. She was able to take another shot, and Hahn expertly able to cover it up. 13:58 left to go here in the second. 3-1, Dearborn with the lead. Matthews versus Spiegel in the far face-off circle to Hahn's left. There's a shot from top of the circle by Levinson into the far corner. Finlay trying to get it out of the zone, held in by Katie German. Bouncing puck, Finlay trying to get it out of the zone again. Remelius feeds it to Matthews. Matthews shot. Blocker save by Hahn. That puck outside the far circle now. Remelius into the far corner. Simmer with it. Simmer trying to avoid pressure by Finlay. Now Spiegel steals the puck away. Garbasic backhands it to the blue line, held in by Katie German. Here comes Simmer with the backhanded shot. Hahn got a piece of it. Garbasic outside the far circle, into the far corner. Rims it around the boards. Collegian picks it up outside the near circle. Stolen away by Thomas, who takes a shot. Hahn covers it up. Good pressure by Ann Arbor. 13:13 left to go here in the second. 3-1, Dearborn with the lead. But Ann Arbor able to get a couple good shots in that last set. Hahn, fantastic saves. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That's going to be to Hahn's right. Shorkey in to take the face-off for Ann Arbor. I believe on the other side that's going to be Shaw. Thomas right back behind Shorkey. As that puck ricocheted off of the end boards, holding it in forehand at the far point. Finlay chases it back behind her own goal. Finlay rims it around the boards, gets ahead to Annie Shaffron, pulling it away. Proctor, centering attempt, that got caught in Finlay's skates. Proctor makes a move on the near circle, sends it to Freeman in the high slot. Freeman over to forehand, that poked away. Annie Shaffron causing that to get out of the zone. Now Waugh heading the other direction. Tipped away by Proctor, picked up, and sent deep, grabbing it forehand, trying to chip it out of the zone. Now Proctor brings it out as that puck skitters down the ice. Picking it up in the far corner, and it's Elizabeth Shaffron trying to hold it in as Gargiulo. Here comes Evans in the slot, rising shot that just goes high. As Farquhar, looks like she's all right, sends it back. That puck slips into the neutral zone. Rubin has it, wouldn't settle down, stolen away, Annie Shaffron, but that's sent ahead and sent in by Evans. Gargiulo chasing it back behind. Farquhar has it, and along the near board, sends it into the neutral zone. That puck gathered in. Aguirre on the near circle, loses that puck. Evans trying to get it out of the zone, held in by McGuire. Here comes Gargiulo with it at her own blue line, trying to avoid pressure by Evans. Now Vanden Heuvel brings it right back into the Ann Arbor zone. That off the side of the net. Picked up. Forehand, sends it back into the neutral zone. Martin collects it in along the near boards, takes a shot. Blocker save into the near corner by Goldman. Claire Murphy has it, top of the far circle, picked up. Sent the other direction by Simmer. Here comes Rubin. Rubin gains the Dearborn zone on the far circle. Rubin with the shot. Pad save by Hahn. That puck slips back in along the near boards of the neutral zone. Aguirre has it, high slot. Aguirre has Christensen ride her off the puck. Over to McGuire. Loose. And they shoot, and it goes in. I believe that might have been McGuire. We'll get final confirmation. The shot, the puck saved by Goldman, and the puck came out just to her right-hand side, and McGuire, it does look like, was able to bat it in. That would be her second goal of the game at 11:04. 4-1 now. Dearborn over Ann Arbor. Matthews in the face-off circle. That comes back into the Ann Arbor zone. Levinson sends it ahead. Matthews chips it over to Simmer. Simmer Has that knocked away right at the blue line. Levinson trying to pull it in. Coming the other direction. Spiegel with it. Spiegel gains the Ann Arbor zone. Shot. Rising shot that just went a little high. Garbosic outside the far circle. Held in by Shaw at the far point. Shaw sends it deep. That right back behind the Ann Arbor goal. Lifted in along the near boards. Christensen trying to peel it away from Collegian. Christensen starts the rush the other direction. Just a little far for Simmer. Icing waved off. Simmer trying to fire it out in front. Martin steers it out of harm's way. Bouncing puck underneath the near circle. Martin battling Christensen. Now Spiegel sends it for a ride along the boards. Garbosic backhands it ahead for Collegian. Collegian over center ice. Knocked away by Matthews. Matthews gains the zone. Fires it over to Proctor. Proctor with the shot. Pad saved by Hahn. Good shot by Proctor, high slot. Hahn, an even better save. Aguirre keeps it in at the near point. Lifted all the way back. Aguirre again trying to hold it in as Collegian able to get it out of the zone. Katie German trying to pick it up and along the near boards. Proctor chases it right at her own blue line. Proctor ricochets it ahead for Shorkey, who's trying to send it deep into the Dearborn zone. Proctor with a shot that just goes wide. The puck held in at the near point by Bryce. Bryce fires it deep right back behind the Dearborn goal. Shorkey into the far corner. Finlay trying to pull that away. Waugh chases it. Now Martin into the near corner. Outside the near circle, centering attempt. That pulled away by Finlay. Fires it out in along the far boards of the neutral zone. Bouncing puck. Waugh sends it ahead. Vandenheuvel trying to get it into the Ann Arbor zone. Puck wouldn't settle down. 9:06 left to go here in the second. 4-1. Dearborn with the lead. The puck in along the near boards. Here comes Thomas with it into the Dearborn zone. Thomas trying to feed it through the slot, trying to get it over to Gargiulo. Puck wouldn't settle down. That underneath the near circle, firing it ahead. As Gargiulo set it up for Rubin, that puck knocked away. Gargiulo back behind the Dearborn goal into the far corner. Gargiulo makes a move, comes back to the far point, spins with it. Feeding it as Evans has it in the slot. That knocked away. Whistle. And there is going to be a hooking call. First penalty of the evening. As that will be at 8:32. As into the box goes Martin for hooking. So Ann Arbor will have the extra attacker for the next 2 minutes. Dearborn with the 4-1 lead here at Yost Ice Arena. 8:32 left to go here in the second. The puck held in at the blue line, fed over to Rubin, top of the near circle. Rubin, shot, pad, save. Outside the far circle, Proctor with it. Proctor fires it to Rubin. High slot, moved over to Katie German. On the far side, back over to Rubin. Top of the near circle, trying to get it over to Proctor on the far circle. And picked up. Marquardt has it. Now that comes loose. Proctor has it outside the far circle, moves it right back to Shorkey, back behind the Dearborn goal. Fed outside the far circle to Proctor. Proctor back to Katie German. High slot, shot. And Hahn able to cover it up. 7:53 left to go here in the second. 1:21 left to go in the Ann Arbor power play. 4-1. Dearborn with the lead. Face-off. It's going to be in the far face-off circle. That to Hahn's left. Gargiulo in to take the face-off. McGuire on the other side. And they'll whistle and drop it again. Simmer to Gargiulo's left. Matthews to her right. Levinson and Freeman. The blue liners for Michigan. That puck comes back to the far point. Freeman taking a shot that went off of his skate. Matthews into the far corner. Stolen away by Farquhar. That lifted all the way back into the Ann Arbor zone. Here comes McGuire with it. Levinson in the way. Oh, Aguirre with a shot fed by McGuire. And that shot just went about 6 inches too far to the right. Matthews gains the zone. Drop pass over for Simmer. Top of the far circle. Trying to get it over to our Gargiulo. That one just wide all the way back. That cleared. 45 seconds left to go in the Ann Arbor power play. 4-1. Dearborn with the lead. Simmer has it right at center ice as Spiegel runs her off the puck. Here comes Freeman over center ice, trying to gain the zone. She fires it deep into the near corner. That slips directly behind the Dearborn goal. Wilshire trying to get it out. That back to the far point. Proctor has it. Top of the far circle. Feeds Levinson in the high slot. Levinson shot saved by Hahn. 17 seconds left to go in the power play. 6:49 left to go in the second period. 4-1, Dearborn with the lead. They've scored 3 goals in a row, as both teams have 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 tie versus each other. They would love to get the season series. Proctor in the high slot. Drop pass for Katie German. Katie German feeds it back to Proctor. Over to Shorkey, trying to get it out in front. And good job as Shorkey trying to feed Evans. And that was Wilshire who got in the way, making things tough. Hahn able to cover it up. But without Wilshire there, boy, Evans would have had a fantastic opportunity. Good defense by Dearborn. 6 seconds left in the Ann Arbor power play. Shorkey in to take the faceoff. Faceoff in the near faceoff circle. McGuire on the other side. The puck dropped into the near corner. Wilshire with it. Thomas trying to set it up, and that lifted back. Dearborn back to full strength. Katie German has it at her own blue line. Poked away right at center ice. Thomas trying to fire it. Now Shorkey trying to get it going the other direction. Shorkey has it at her own blue line. Katie German feeds it ahead to Thomas. Thomas trying to backhand it ahead. Aguirre has it at her own blue line. Claire Murphy, top of the far circle of the Ann Arbor zone. Shot! Saved by Goldman. That puck comes off in along the near circle. Shorkey chasing it. Aguirre has it directly behind the Ann Arbor goal. Now Claire Murphy on the near circle, feeding it into the slot, pulling it away. Levinson. Levinson over on blue line, over center ice. Levinson feeds it back deep as Ann Arbor goes for a line change. Picked up by Elizabeth Shaffron in along the near boards. Aguirre tips that in, and now Dearborn goes for a line change. Forehand has it back behind her own goal, going from the near side to the far side. Forehand has Spiegel tipped that away. Forehand trying to get it out of the zone. Annie Shaffron trying to hold it in. Spiegel sends it back into the far corner. Freeman picks it up back there, going back behind her goal from the far side to the near side. Freeman gets it over to Romelius. Romelius feeds ahead for Levinson. That knocked away, fired back into the Ann Arbor zone. Forehand picks it up, top of the far circle. That pass just out of the reach and fired back in by Dearborn. Forehand has it now into the far point. Forehand with a shot. Hahn drives that wide. Garbasic outside the near circle of the Dearborn zone. Held in by Freeman. Shot, and there's a shot by Romelius on the near circle. Couldn't get everything on it as it was a bouncing puck. And fired all the way back deep into the Ann Arbor zone. McCarthy chases it in along the end boards. Rims it around the far board. Spiegel picks it up. Shot, loose out in front. Romelius trying to grab it. Now Levinson trying to get it out of the zone. Held in by Spiegel. Spiegel outside the near circle. Sends it back to the near point. Martin can't quite get to it. That slips back into the Dearborn zone. 4:30 left to go here in the second. 4-1. Dearborn with the lead here at Yost Ice Arena. Garbasic sends it in along the near boards of the neutral zone. Waugh gains the Ann Arbor zone. Waugh with the shot. Blocker saved by Goldman. That puck lifted to the far point, but not out. Here comes Waugh. Drop pass. Nobody home at the near point. That comes back into the neutral zone. Evans trying to peel that away. Aaron Murphy sends it into the Ann Arbor zone. Levinson fires it ahead for Evans, who tips it. And it goes in on the near far circle of the Dearborn zone. Finlay fires it ahead. Picked up by Aaron Murphy over on blue line. Grab. Bryce trying to send it the other direction. Aaron Murphy pulls it into the Ann Arbor zone. Tipped away by Rubin, but Waugh with the shot. Knocked down out in front by Goldman. Going the other direction. Rubin ahead to Evans. Evans right at the block end. Puck flipped away. Waugh sends it over to Vanden Heuvel. Vanden Heuvel on the near circle. Vanden Heuvel goes back behind the Ann Arbor goal. Wraparound attempt. Knocked down. Goldman covers it up. 3:25 left to go here in the third. 4-1. Dearborn with the lead. Ann Arbor would love to chip into that lead, make it a little closer before the second intermission. Dearborn would love to pull away and get as big a cushion as they can. McGuire in to take the face-off versus Shorkey in the far face-off circle of the Ann Arbor zone. Picked up by Proctor outside the far circle, held in at the far point by Shaw. Aguirre has it outside the far circle and sends it right back behind the Ann Arbor goal. Claire Murphy picks it up there. She has 2 of the 4 goals. Claire Murphy, top of the far circle. Drop pass to Shaw at the far point. Shaw feeds McGuire, who has the other 2, out into the slot. Shot and goal by Aguirre. That makes it 5-1 Dearborn, pouring it on. At 3:03 here in the second. Didn't see exactly who got the assist. Simmer comes over as well as Freeman, giving Goldman a tap, letting her know she's doing a good job. Just some shots by Dearborn, able to find their way in. McGuire sends it into the Ann Arbor zone. Forehand, trying to grab it in the near circle. McGuire pulls it away, trying to feed it out in front to Aguirre. That knocked all the way back to the blue line, held in by Elizabeth Shaffron. She sends that deep. Back behind the Ann Arbor goal. Aguirre trying to get out in front. Backhanded shot by Claire Murphy, covered up by Goldman. Dearborn continues to set up fantastic scoring opportunities. They have the lead 5-1, 2:39 left to go here in the second. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That to Goldman's right. Matthews in to take the face-off. Spiegel on the other side. That puck loose. Here comes Ann Arbor the other direction. Pulling it in is Christensen. Christensen centering attempt. Trying to get it over to Simmer. Spiegel pulls that away. Bouncing puck. Oh, just out of the reach of Christensen. She was right out in front of the crease. Puck loose in the near corner. Simmer goes right back behind, firing it out in front. Matthews with a shot, and she scores! Matthews cuts into the lead. That makes it 5-2, as that was fired right out in front. I believe Christensen will get the assist. Matthews on the goal. That at 2:15. So Ann Arbor able to try and answer back for one of the 4 goals in a row. So stopping a goal run by Dearborn and trying to close things in. 5-2, Dearborn with the lead. 2:15 left to go here in the second. Rubin sends that puck in along the far boards, picked up by Gargelow. Gargelow, top of the far circle. Knocked away, Vanden Heuvel trying to get to it. Levinson has it outside the near circle. Wilshire puts it into the near corner. Levinson picks it up there, trying to get back behind her own goal, rims it all the way around. Gargelow has it. And along the far boards, held in at the far point. The puck loose, high slot, that pulled away by Evans. Evans over on blue line. Cross ice pass, Rubin picks it up, knocked away from Rubin, still loose. Here comes Evans with a shot, saved by Hahn, loose in the slot. Second shot went right back behind the Dearborn goal into the near corner. Chasing it, Rubin trying to get to it, now Wilshire rims it around the boards. Farquhar has it into the far corner. Gargelow outside the far circle. Now that pulled away by Waugh. Waugh right back behind her own goal. Rubin trying to knock that away. 1 minute, 13 seconds left to go. In the second, there's a shot by Katie German. Thomas, backhanded attempt. Out in front, still loose. Shorkey trying to get to it. Now that pulled back behind by Vanden Heuvel into the far corner. Trying to hold it in is Shorkey. She's at the far point. That puck slips out into the neutral zone. Battle for right in front of the Ann Arbor bench. That whistle dead. They'll drop that puck in the far face-off circle just outside of the Dearborn zone. No. They're going to pull it into the Ann Arbor zone. I don't see a penalty. They must have called a hand pass. 51.3 seconds left to go. Face-off in the Ann Arbor zone in the far face-off circle. McGuire takes a face-off. That comes through the slot. Shot by McGuire. Goldman with the save. That puck in along the near boards. Fed ahead. Thomas trying to get it out of the zone. There's a shot by Martin from the near point. Katie German fires it ahead. Here comes Shorkey. Shorkey down the far boards. gains the zone. Shorkey high slot. Drop pass for Katie German. Oh, that shot just went wide to the right. Rebound shot covered up by Hahn. Proctor came in, got the rebound, fired it in. Hahn able to cover it up. 24.1 seconds left to go. Here in the second. 5-2, Dearborn with the lead. Matthews facing off versus McGuire in the far face-off circle. Simmer drops it back to forehand at the far point. Shot covered up by Hahn. 17.7 seconds left to go here in the second. They'll drop it again in the far face-off circle. 3-goal lead by Dearborn over Ann Arbor. Get Matthews versus McGuire. That puck outside the far circle. Matthews trying to hold it in. Simmer trying to peel it off the boards. 10 seconds left to go. Simmer chases it into the far corner. Now goes back behind the Dearborn goal. Trying to send it out in front for Matthews. Ramelli is trying to get to it. Forehand. Shooting out in front. And there is the whistle. That is the end of the second. At the end of 2, it is Dearborn 5, Ann Arbor 2, scoring in the second. As it was a Dearborn goal. It was 3-1 coming into the second. At 11:04 was a Dearborn goal as McGuire fired it in unassisted. At 8:32 was a Dearborn penalty as Martin went off for hooking. They were able to kill off that penalty. Then Dearborn scored again. That at 3 minutes and 3 seconds as Aguirre scored. I did not catch. Then at 2:15, Michigan scored. Matthews from Christensen to get it back within 3. Dearborn with the lead. Ann Arbor has a little bit of work to do to get this game back even. Last time they played, though, it was a 3-goal deficit going into the third as well over at the Arctic edge of Canton, and Ann Arbor stormed back in the third. So they're looking to do the same thing here. We'll step away, play a little bit of the victors, then we'll come back with your University of Michigan scoreboard report. You're watching Michigan Women's Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting. Your University of Michigan scoreboard report, going back to lost 1-0 to Rutgers. In volleyball, they beat Maryland 3-0 with the sets going 25-13. Women's basketball, University of Michigan women beat IUPUI 67-62 in overtime. On Wednesday, November 10th, it was men's soccer losing to Penn State 2-0. Men's basketball beat Buffalo 88-76. On Thursday, November regional, in field, Michigan beat Miami of Ohio 3-2. In men's cross country, they came in third out of 29 in the NCAA Great Lakes Regional. Football, men's basketball is at Washington, D.C. to play Prairie View A&M Saturday in the friendly confines of Yost Ice Arena. Well, it is the second intermission, so you know what time it is.
Ann Arbor, Michigan, Gary Lewis and his...
Matthews in to take the faceoff. Spiegel on the other side. Into the neutral zone. Freeman tries to send it deep. Collegian takes it the other direction. And fired just wide of the Ann Arbor goal. Slips out into the neutral zone. Simmer over center ice. That chip back. Battle for it in along the near. That fed back to Farquhar. Is feeding Old Shorkey in at the banks it deep. Chasing it right back behind the Dearborn goal. Shorkey trying to backhand it out in front. That knocked down by Shaw. Battle for it in the far corner. Proctor trying to stop it. Levinson keeps it in at the far point. Bouncing puck on the far circle. Elizabeth Shaffron banks it off the near boards. Trying to hold it in. Katie German. Proctor has it on the near circle. Shot and saved by Hahn. Left to go. Along the near boards into the near corner. Rubin trying to get it, pulled away by McGuire. McGuire drops it back. Picking it up, Wilshire in the near corner, gets it into the neutral zone. They'll head back into the Dearborn side of things, 15:55 left here in the third. Argelo trying to pull it right back, goes back behind her own goal. Spiegel feeds it over on the far side to Collegian, knocked away by Remelius. That comes all the way back to the near point. Katie German holds it in. That puck slips right back behind the Dearborn goal. Heading the other direction with it. Farquhar has it into the Ann Arbor zone. Freeman knocks it away. Collegian shot. Top of the circle knocked down. Spiegel as Collegian with the score that was set up by Spiegel. That was at the 14:52 mark. Face off right at as Remelius went down hard. She looks like she's okay. She pops up as that's going to be a cross check. The far point. And fed by Rubin. Now Evans has it in the far circle. Shot and score! Power play goal by Evans. That gets it back to a 3-goal lead. That was at 14:22, just 8 seconds into the power play. Evans firing. Face off at center ice. That comes in along the far boards. Vanden Heuvel with it there. And chipped back. Handed ahead by Levinson. Is that all the way deep. Sticked away by coming in. And poked away. Forehand gets it into the neutral zone. Simmer trying to get to it. Martin tying it up with Marber down by 3 goals. Simmer backhanded. Hahn out in front. That slips back behind the goal. Christensen trying to grab it. That rimmed around. Held in at the near point by McCarthy. Knocked down by Spiegel, who goes over her own blue line. Spiegel coming down the near boards over center. Spiegel outside the near circle. Rubin knocks that away into the near corner. Trying to pull that away. That comes back to the high slot. It's back into the neutral zone. Will into the neutral zone. Gathered in. Gargelow sends it back to McCarthy in the slot. Levinson in along the far boards over her own zone. Set that puck loose in the slot. Pulling it. Katie German brings it in along the near boards. Katie German gains the zone outside the near circle. And both teams have beaten each other once this season. Both teams have tied each other. So 1-1-1. Dearborn trying to hang on and win the season series. Ann Arbor trying to get it back tied up. Rubin in off of McGuire's skate. Loose. Aguirres has it underneath the far circle. Sends it ahead. Here comes Claire Murphy. Claire Murphy scored the first 2 goals. And that'll be offsides. Claire Murphy scored the first 2 goals of the game for University of Michigan-Dearborn. Off will be in the far face-off. Forehand sends it ahead. Here comes Gargelow gaining the zone. The puck into the near corner. Shaw puts it right back behind her own goal. And sent back to the far point to Freeman. Freeman with a shot as Rubin trying to deflect it out in front. That goes back behind the goal. Martin into the near corner. Rubin that off the side of the net through the slot. The puck loose. Grabbing it. Here comes Claire Murphy over her own blue line. over center ice. Freeman trying to drive her wide. Now forehand chases it into the far corner. Rubin gets it back over to Evans. Evans banks it off of the near boards. That skitters back into the Dearborn zone. Martin picks it up as it dies right before the goal. So no icing. That'll come back. Launch down. The own zone sends ahead to Christensen over on blue line. Christensen has her pocket picked by Garbacik. Here comes Kaleji. Garbacik holds it in at the far point. Now Freeman trying to separate that, or excuse me, that's Garbacik the other way. There's a whistle. Spiegel goes into the box. Last time Ann Arbor had a power play, they scored 8 seconds in. Ann Arbor will now have a power play. Spiegel in the box. That at 7:54. So Ann Arbor on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Shorkey puts it into, lifts it into the neutral zone. Here comes Aguirre. Great poke check by Katie German. Rubin heads the other direction, feeds it over to Evans on the near circle. Evans, drop pass. Katie German, top of the near circle. She's ridden off the puck by Aguirre. Now heading the other direction. Here comes McGuire. McGuire on a breakaway, and Rubin trying to knock that away. McGuire puts it in for a short hit. You trying to chip away at it. Zimmer trying to knock it in. Whistle covered up. As it looks like there is a timeout called. You don't get a lot of a chance to work on penalty shots. It's not a part of the game that happens a whole heck of a lot. But a good attempt, but an even better save by Hahn. 8 seconds left to go in the Ann Arbor power play. The Dearborn puck loose on the near circle. Here comes Proctor the other direction. Proctor gets it ahead to Thomas, coming down the far boards. Thomas gains his own, top of the far circle. Thomas with the shot in the high slot. That was deflected. Comes back to the near point, then bounces out into the neutral zone. Rubin spins the other direction over center ice. Rubin trying to split a pair of box. So Ann Arbor back on the power play. And at 4:58, last power play, University of Michigan-Dearborn scored a shorthanded goal. Aguirre lifts it back into the neutral zone. Katie German fires it over to Rubin on the far side. Rubin feeding it ahead to Evans. Evans chases it outside the far circle. Evans goes in along the end boards, back behind the goal, coming around, putting it out in front. Shot by Proctor, that knocked down out in front. Elizabeth Shaffron ended up on top of the puck. They'll whistle that. 4:36 left to go here in the third. 1 minute, 38 seconds left to go in the end. They're going to call a hand pass. Shorkey versus McGuire again. 4:24 left to go in the third. 1:26 left to go in the power play. The puck. As Rubin gloved it down. Left to go in the power centering attempt, that off the side of the goal. Aguirre takes it back behind her goal underneath the near circle. Katie German trying to hold it in. She has to retreat into the neutral zone. That fired over to Rubin. Ahead, Proctor tips it. Now that launched all the way down. Covered up by Goldman. Goldman drops it back over. Katie German back behind her own goal. 47 seconds. Carried over to Levinson. Levinson moves it to Katie German. Her shot knocked down. That by Vandenheuvel. And moved over to Levinson at her own blue line and along the far boards. Tipped away. Deflected and up into the Dearborn bench. 3:16 left to go here in the third. 18 seconds in the power play. Gargiulo versus Spiegel. That puck comes back to the Ann Arbor blue line. Freeman has it on the near boards. Ahead to Simmer. Puck wouldn't settle down. Back to Freeman. Freeman sends it over on the far side to Gargiulo. Gargiulo at the far point. Trying to hold it in. Wilshire trying to poke the puck out. Now here comes Levinson, feeds it underneath the far circle. Matthews out in front for Simmer. And at the far point, trying to Poked that away was Annie Shafron, spinning puck right to the blue line. Levinson in the slot, shot, and sticked away. The puck on the far side of the goal. Now rimmed all the way around the boards. Vanden Heuvel has it outside the near circle. Matthews trying to clear that away. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. Spiegel has it in along the near boards. 7-3 is the Dearborn lead. The puck in the near corner of the Ann Arbor zone. Loose now on that far circle. As I believe that was Rubin who was separated from the puck. No, that was Thomas. The puck comes back to the near point. Held in by forehand, now knocked out. Shorkey chases it. 1 minute, 39 seconds left to go. That puck loose at Michigan. Then the third was tied. So 4. Along the near boards. Now in along the end boards. 43 seconds left to go. And puck sent back. High slot chasing it. Forehand has it. That will be a 5:30 p.m. game at the Arctic Coliseum. That is in Chelsea. 8 seconds later is a wonderful game, and these amazing players. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.